Hey y'all, Chuck here. Hey, it's time for another weekly update and a question and answer. We just got back from Cambodia last night. Super tired. Had a great time. Went on a tour bus with about 40 other Thai people, which all happen to be school teachers. So had a great time there. Definitely recommend Cambodia. I got a whole lot of footage, so I'm trying to put it all together and make it as entertaining as humanly possible. So I was going through my videos and found out that like a third of them are muted. So this new SJ6 cam is a great camera, but it has a touch screen which is very sensitive on the back. But there's a small little tiny icon. Everything's tiny to me. I can't see crap without my glasses. But there's a little tiny microphone, and if you just touch it or touch near it, it mutes it. I've got some footage that is muted, so I'm going to either have to. I don't know what I'm going to have to do. I don't know. I'll probably have to edit in my voice. So I had school beginning of the week. School is good. Learning a lot. I brought a lot of homework with me, but there was no way I could do it. So what's funny is I was on the trip with a bunch of teachers, but none of them really spoke any English. They all wanted to talk to me. I tried to talk to them as best as I could, and they all enjoyed me. I enjoyed them. It was fun. Definitely probably going to go back with them. I think they're planning Festival. New Year's in Thailand is next week. It's very hot. Songkran is a water festival. It's awesome. I can't wait for that. It's 2 days here, and yeah, I'm going to show that to you. I'll be filming that for a couple days. It ought to be pretty entertaining. I put out a video last Wednesday talking about some comments and some other things, and I got a ton of support. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. That means more to me than Patreon, is to have some good followers and people that appreciate your work more than. I know there's going to be haters. I was just making a point to how I dealt with haters, and that it doesn't matter to me what you say. I think talking about somebody's wife or something like that is childish. Really says a lot about your character yourself. So anyway, I appreciate all the wonderful comments on that little video. Yeah, that's about all that I did all week. We spent 4 days traveling back and forth to Cambodia, and yeah, you'll be able to see that here in the next couple of days. Let's get to some questions. I don't have many questions. I had a lot of comments this week, mostly about the support, the YouTube channel and Patreon. I think my messages were clogged up with that. Like 99.8% of those were awesome comments. Awesome. I have a few people in the past, and I had a couple people this week, and they always ask, does Paige ever talk? Babe, you ever talk? Paige? Somebody wants to know, do you ever talk? Actually, a lot of people want to know, do you ever talk?
Yeah.
Paige talks. She just, Thai people don't really talk excessively like us.
Yeah, you talk too much.
They don't worry about what's happening in the future, what's happening in the past. If somebody had a question for you, she's very informative. She could answer a question, no problem. She's answered quite a few questions on Facebook, But she's just not the type of person, and I think a lot of Thai people aren't just want to talk to a bunch of foreigners, you know, amongst themselves. I know that blah, 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 blah. Anyway, and I always tell them the same thing. You talk a lot, it's just that you really have nothing to say on my YouTube channel. So.
Yeah.
And she's a quiet person anyway. She's beautiful. I love you.
Yeah.
Okay, go away. No, just kidding.
Bye.
I'm kidding. You know, just Thai women aren't very, they are conversational. They're just not really opinionated, argumentative. They're totally opposite than Western women. Not that Western women are a problem. It's just that they don't really voice their opinions that much. I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, Paige talks. She actually talks a lot. So when the camera's off, I just can't barely hear her sometimes because she talks so soft. Let me see here. I gotta put my my I, da, and Winda is glasses. David Jones, he enjoys the peaceful areas in the temple, and he asked about the music that I'm adding to my videos. I try to, like today I was thinking about going to the temple, but the weekends are busy in the afternoons on the temple. They usually have all these buses coming in, bringing tourists in to go to the temple. So there's a wasp flying around me again. So yeah, I like to go there, but there's always stuff seems to be going on in the temple whenever I try to go there. But I do like to bike ride through there, and there's a lot of peaceful areas to just sit and think, and just it's beautiful. It really is. The music that I'm playing, there is and I'll give you the link if you're interested. There's a YouTube safe music channel that YouTube says it's okay to use any of this type of music within this channel. So anytime you play something that somebody else owns, copyright stuff, there are some strict laws depending on what country that you live in. Sometimes they won't even play it. But a lot of times with copyright stuff, what will happen is if you make a video and you monetize your video, which means that get like commercials on the YouTube, well those people who are putting the commercials on there, they pay to AdSense, and then we get a small portion of that. But if you have a song on there that's copyrighted, then whatever contributions to that channel will go to them. So I try not to play too much copyright stuff. Let's see. Thailand Unplugged. Stevens, his name, asked, why don't I get a multiple entry visa instead of a single entry visa? I'll answer this again. I did touch on this on my last video last week, talking about getting my re-entry visa to leave the country to go to Cambodia. The reason why I did not get a multiple entry visa, re-entry permit, Stephen, is because we were not planning on leaving the country at all this year. The multiple entry visa initially is $3,800 plus the fee for the visa. I think it was somewhere around 5,000 baht. I could have went and got a multiple entry visa this time for 3,800 baht, which would have let me come in and out. The one I got was a one-time 1,000 baht. We're probably not going to leave the country again until I renew my visa next go around. So I have to go back to the United States because my daughter's getting married, and I promised my kids I'd come back and visit them at least once a year. So we're probably going to get a multiple entry visa for me when I renew my visa. So the reason I didn't get it was because we're not going out of the country. If we go one more time, then that's still only 2,000 baht. If I go 3 times, that's 3,000 baht. But it's real easy to go down to immigration and get a stamp, pay 1,000, and everything worked out perfect. So let's see. Sluggo says I need a P.O. box. He says, I bet I'd like to have a package from Texas. This guy wants to send us a package from Texas. So I told him, let's see, how about some Texas barbecue and Whataburger?
Yeah, barbecue.
I think that's the only thing we're really missing here, right? This good old Texas barbecue. What else?
Mexican.
Oh, Mexican food, yeah. Texas has the best Mexican food on the planet. If you ever go to South Texas, you got to get the Mexican food, and the margaritas are to die for. So, but my address is on my description box for here. Had already somebody send us a package. I appreciate that, and yeah, it's there. If you feel the need to send us something from Texas, then cool. Yeah, but I don't really know what we need. We're just trying to make do with the stuff that we have here in Thailand. So haven't really been craving too much. I don't know. I'm still enjoying the food. I love Thai food. I love the food here. Yeah. Anyway, my address is there in my subscription box. Anders Soundgarden. How long does it take you to update your videos? And he asked me, where do I find my intro words? The videos, the internet is super fast here in Thailand. I haven't been anywhere yet other than Cambodia where the download speed wireless was unbelievably fast. It was faster than the internet I was paying $100 and something a month for back home. So if it's a 30-minute video, it usually would take about 30 minutes to upload that video. So plus I do everything in HD, so it takes a little bit longer to download anything in 1080. So if you want to reduce that, it actually goes faster, but who cares? I'm not that big of a deal. Usually I'll just hit go and go eat breakfast or something. So very fast internet upload speed here that I've seen anywhere. The intro words, sometimes I put a little video of a place that we had been, and then I put some intro words in there. I like to do that. It's peaceful. Thailand's a peaceful place, very beautiful here, and I like to put a little bit of words of wisdom in front of the video, just I guess to get your mind right before you watch my video. So some of them are my own words. They'll usually end with "no time to be sad," or I will put on there the author of the quote. You can go online and find anything on the internet, so I usually go to inspirational quotes, and I look up there and get that. So it's some of the stuff that I had that came from me, but yeah, on the internet is where I got all that stuff. So I hope you enjoy it. Roxana Panero asked, why do I have to check in every 90 days? And if I don't, what happens? I don't know, Roxanne. That's just the rules of the visa. They want you to check in immigration every 90 days to make sure everything is still the same. I'm here on a marriage visa, so it's best if I bring my Thai wife. We show up. He asks her a few questions. We're obviously still together. And then that's about it. They just want me to show up. And then they stamp it. We just left the country within not even a month since I checked in last time, and when I returned back to immigration, that was a check-in, so I got I got a stamp, and I don't have to go back to immigration for another 90 days. I guess if you're here on a retirement visa, you know, same thing. They want to make sure that you have money. I don't know the rules on the retirement, the reasoning on the retirement visa, to be honest with you, but they want you to check in every 90 days. If you want to know the facts and the details on that, you can go to thailandimmigration.com, and they can give you the facts, but you have to do that. It's not that big of a deal. There's immigration offices all over Thailand, and you're able to do it online. So it's not real easy to stay here like probably America. But it is the way it is. Just follow the rules. So if I don't check in, I haven't done it yet, so I don't know. But a friend of the actually a family member who is Thai national, but is here on an American visa because she's collecting Social Security. So she wants to, she wants to use her American passport to stay here in Thailand. I'm sure she would still get the Social Security because it gets direct deposited into an account, but that's what she wants to do. So she has to check in every 90 days. So she's what, 90, 80? Your aunt? She's 80 something years old, and she went with us when I checked in last time, and the immigration officer says, hey, you don't have to come here anymore. You're old. It's okay. Just when your niece and his husband comes up here, just give them your passport and they'll stamp it for them. So she missed a lot, like almost a whole damn year that she didn't show up. So they just gave her a fine, and the fine is how much? I know what she paid, but how much is the fine if you miss a month? You know?
They didn't say anything.
So if you miss, you can get fined up to 5,000 baht for not showing up, and it doesn't look good when you're trying to renew your visa. But yeah, most of the time it's a fine. You got to pay a fine. They won't kick you out, but you got to pay a fine. But they only charged her 2,000 baht. They could have charged her 5,000, but they just charged her 2,000. That's about it. Like I said, we got Songkran coming up next weekend. I've got a full week of school this week. I'm dreading going to school tomorrow morning because I didn't study at all. So, but I want to thank Jack. He wants to go by the name Jack. He is officially a Patreon supporter of No Time to Be Sad. I appreciate that, Jack. He says he doesn't want any reward for the Patreon. He just enjoys the work, and he would like to sit down and have a beer with me and Paige whenever he comes to Thailand. So I said, I don't see why that can't happen. So anyway, appreciate it, Jack. And that's about it. Appreciate all the awesome, wonderful comments and the support that I've been getting this week. What else? Yeah, I got a lot of new subscribers, which is awesome. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll try to answer them as best as I possibly can. And if you like the channel, please like. I know my 1 or 2 people are going to hit unlike. That's fine. That's normal. I'm used to that. Thanks. I wish you'd at least leave a comment. Yeah, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. We got a lot of things happening here pretty soon. After Songkran Festival, we are headed to Phuket. I don't know how long. I know it's probably going to be at least 2 weeks that we'll be out in that area. We're probably going to stop at a few places on the way. When me and Paige travel, we don't like to beat the pavement, so we will stop and spend the night and look around and just do whatever we feel like doing. So we don't have a time frame anymore in life. It doesn't matter when we get there or when we get back. We got that coming up pretty soon. I think we got some friends coming to visit us this week for Songkran Festival. And like, subscribe, share, and I appreciate everything, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye. Bye, Miss I don't ever talk or say nothing. See you next time.